Hey, welcome back to Minecraft. On the last episode, we built this whole new half of the new factory building. Now, since then, I've actually gone inside and built the back wall of it as well. And I've realized, this is a little small, maybe? I think I'd like it to be a little bit bigger. I'd kind of like to leave the option open to potentially even add another block to the wall here so that we can maybe make the windows fancier from the inside as well. So it's not a whole ton of space in here, and I do want this to be smaller than the main building, of course, but I think it's a little too small right now. So first thing, to start off the episode, I would like to actually, I think, pull this building out like 4 or 6 more blocks to the back. We're making it a new tradition to start each episode by fixing something that we did in the previous episode. So let's do that really quick. Here's an exciting time lapse of me tearing down half the building and rebuilding it a little further out, excitingly reshaping the roof again. Until I realized, wait a second, there's no center block here. Oops, I guess I rebuilt it in the wrong place, starting over again. Alright. That's that out of the way. It's not much bigger. It's genuinely, it's just 2 blocks. It's just 2 blocks bigger now. So really minor change. But this is, I think, as big as I can make it without it not looking good from the outside anymore. Because I don't actually want this to be massive from out here. So I think it still looks fine from out here. In fact, it looks pretty much identical. But it does feel significantly better on the inside, I think. However, interior is not actually what we're gonna worry about yet because, well, most of the walls are still missing. Truth be told, I kind of just did this first to further procrastinate on the part that kind of scares me. But actual goal would be to finish the exterior first, so I'll have to start worrying about the other walls. I have less of an idea for the other walls than I did this side over there. This is gonna be a lot more tricky now. I'm not sure what I want to build. So I guess what I should do is what I haven't done in a long while because I've been planning most things out in creative mode first. But now I guess it's time to bring out my old toolbox again and we'll just grab a ton of netherrack and I guess I'll start placing down some ideas and figuring out the rest of the shape because I don't know very much. What I do know is the hill has this shape over there naturally. I want to turn this, I think, into a road leading up to the factory. This is just a little back door there, and that's not the official entrance. The official entrance will then be, well, where the road leads to, so somewhere over here. However, I don't know how much bigger I might want to make this hill to the side here. I do know, I can tell you that we're not just leaving this as a straight wall all the way back. That's not happening. We definitely are going to add more buildings or something to the side. I just have to figure out how exactly. So, yeah, I guess I'll grab some netherrack and I'll put on my thinking cap and struggle a bit. I'm not gonna finish all sides today. That seems like a lot, considering how long just this side took me. At least get this side. Okay, last episode, my goal was to finish the view from here. Did that. So this episode, let's say I want to finish the view from, like, up here. Is another point where I often stand and look at the factory from. So from around here, it should look nice at the end of the episode. That's my goal, okay? I'll put down some rough shapes and stuff now and decide what looks good and what doesn't, and then I can figure out actual more detailed building designs from there. I can do it. I believe in myself. I'm still kind of procrastinating. I'll stop that and I'll actually get to building now. Yep. See ya when I have some plans laid out, I guess. I have made an interesting discovery at my mud farm. Do you hear that? I think someone moved in there. I've used beehives for the floor here. And I guess somehow a bee made its way into one of them and decided this is a great place to live? I don't know how they would have made it in. Because it's closed from all sides. And they apparently can't get out, but they made it in. Let's save this bee. Is it this one? No, I don't think so. They don't have tags on them. Shouldn't it say that they have a tag on them if there's a bee in it? I don't know. Let's place it outside and see if any bees come out. There's some flowers right here. There's a bee in there! Why were you in there, buddy? But he's gonna get mad if I break this now. I'm trying to save your stupid butt. Okay, once he gets back in there, I'll bring him somewhere else. Hopefully get him to move out. And then I'll repair the floor. Side quest accepted. I have my bee farm here. And I've somehow lost all the bees here. I have multiple empty bee nests. So he can move in here. Actually, I should have checked if both of them have a bee in them. I think it's probably only the one bee. You know what? I forgot which one had the bee. I'm not the best at this. Let's find out again. I don't think there's a bee in that one. This one's safe. This one has the bee? Yes, this one immediately buzzes. Alright! So this one... Well, do I want the bee to move in there? Is it even just gonna move? Is it that easy? I don't know. I'm putting it in there. I'm building a new block for the floor. I guess I'll let this serve as a reminder that I should finally build a proper bee farm. I guess there must have been a bee nest in the forest next to it, and it decided the floor of my factory much better. Wait, are they supposed to stack? Does this mean there's a bee in the other one? Oh no, the new one has 7 components. This one has 8, so there's a bee in this one as well. Okay, I'll make another. Yep, these stack. This one doesn't. Okay. 2 bees moved into my mud farm. Well, they've officially been evicted. There we go. Oh, drat, I need another mushroom block to fix this. God damn it. Stupid bees causing stupid problems. There we go. Fixed. Now, where'd those bees come from? I have no idea. They just poofed into existence in my mud farm, I suppose. Sure. Anyway, now I suppose is as good a time as any to give you an update. Ouch. I have done a little bit of planning. I've also done a lot more procrastinating and started planning out more of the road instead of actually planning out more of the building, but I've decided I'm gonna build another building to the side there. So yeah, this is the current progress. I've planned out more of the road. You can see it better if I go into Cheaty Cam. Over here is gonna be our city. Then we can drive out of the city and go over to the factory. I started building the road before I actually planned out any more stuff on the building, and then realized that that's probably stupid, because I might have to move this road depending on how I actually want to build this, but that's a problem for later me. But that's why I've stopped. And I think to make it look more interesting, I do want to add, maybe in the front here, but I'm not sure where exactly yet. I might want to add a lift, so that I guess the other factories could maybe deliver stuff up there, and this is then gonna be the warehouse. Then we'll have a fancy gate here. And everything else, I'm not sure about yet. I think I'll want another really big building over here. And over here I was thinking I'll probably just build a little roof coming off of this building, going over here. And then this can be where the trucks or whatever can be parked while not in use. Yup. And then this can be a little maintenance room. So this is the tiniest room of the factory, so this can be for just maintenance for different parts of the factory, as well as, I guess, maybe if something breaks down with the cars, since they're going to be parked right outside. And this side, I don't know if there's truly gonna be just one building and then we'll build a wall around here and that's it, or if I'll decide to put more, I don't know. For now, we're doing this. So, I suppose I will get to that now. I'll build the front and then I'll check in with y'all again. And also, I guess we'll leave the road abandoned for now because, yeah, first of all, it's kind of stupid to start planning this out before having the building done. Second of all, I ran out of cobbled deep slate and I can't be bothered to go grab more. So, building time. That's also the part that I actually wanted to do before I procrastinated by doing this. Although this has been productive procrastinations, and I mean, eventually I would have had to build the road anyway. I still do, because again, I ran out of material. Anyway, I'll grab new other material and build the wall. So, we have a wall there now. Exciting! I've built this side of the wall as well, so that's all fancy. Also, I will tell you something that might ruin it for you. This side, in order to work well with this window, the top there, it's different than it is over here. You might be able to see it from the inside eventually, but from the outside, it definitely looks better like this, and you'll never be able to see both sides at the same time, so probably you wouldn't have noticed, except I just told you, so do with this information what you may. You might be really angry now, I don't know, it's very asymmetrical. But I wanted a big window there, and a big window there required the little window on top to be located in a different position than on the other side. Anyway, we have this wall now, and as I mentioned before, I like the idea of putting a little lift in front of it, and we do have this little bit of a cliff there already. I don't think I want to get rid of that. I actually like that. I will reshape it and of course finish texturing it, since right now it is a mess, but I do like the idea of having some of the rocks there, and then we can build a little platform on top of that, from which the lift will start. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do next. Oh, by the way, we're doing something interesting here with the, this stuff. Because I have this design here with the signs, did I mention that signs are awesome? And there's trapdoors up there. We can't have more signs there, but theoretically there should be signs there, so instead I put 2 half slabs at the bottom there and then put a slightly brighter block than the mangrove wood behind it, so that in the shadow from a distance it looks like there's just 2 signs there behind the trapdoors. This will mean that we're gonna probably have to make this wall quite thick from the inside to hide it, but how to make the interior look nice is also a problem for later me. I don't have to think about that right now. Outside needs to look fancy. Inside, pff, what's that? There we go. New building done, baby. Alright, so as you can see, I've actually continued building the road out a little bit here so we can connect this area up and it looks fancy-ish. We have a little dirt patch here now with some more crates standing around. Also, I wanted this elevator to glow at night. So life hack, I put azalea bushes next to it and there's lights hidden behind. But also, I later changed the wall behind it to be made from walls. So now there's actually some light visible at the bottom there. I could hide that if I wanted to, but I think it's actually kind of neat. I like it. It makes it look a little bit more mechanical, I guess. Imagine this lift could actually get pulled up by its chains there. I'm dying! Then we'd arrive up here at our rusty little balcony. More crates. I don't know, I might do more decorating here eventually. I don't know. It is limited what blocks I can place here since that, well, if I keep the wall like this, I can't place any full blocks, like barrels would not be okay over here. Because they would connect to the walls and look silly. Then we can go inside and, well, we shouldn't because this is still all a mess. But I did actually start building this wall-ish. Thought it might be neat to put windows in the roof. So I'm not sure I super love those yet, but it would be neat if I could get windows to look nice up here. Also, I just now realized that this window should be 1 block longer. Well, hope I remember it when I do finish the roof eventually. Anyway, yes, there's half of a wall there, but most likely this wall will be changed heavily because, yeah, I don't super love this. But guess what? I said I wanted the view from up here to be pretty, and from up here you don't actually see the side, so not doing that side yet. And yeah, of course, I also finished this cliff bit there, so that's all neat. So I suppose the whole front of the building is now effectively done. The only thing that might still change will be details, I guess, because as I said, I do want to add smokestacks eventually, and I probably want some pipes coming out in some parts and stuff, but those are types of decorations that I think make sense to only build once the interior is done, so that I can build them in a place that kind of makes sense. But the majority of the front is done now. It just looks stupid seeing the sky through these really large windows, but ignore that for now. But yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. Also, I put some random lichen up on top of the elevator's roof because it didn't look mechanical enough. And this was the only thing I could think of to add more texture to the top. But I've been building for a while and I'm tired. I need to take a building break. So that's the progress for now. That's where we'll leave it for this episode. Oh, also, I realized with the roof, the way I've built it here, we would end on a half block if I did tough slabs all the way to the bottom. So that's a problem. I don't know if I love the way that I went about it now, but I mean, as I said, this whole side wall is in general not done. It's a rough prototype, but I don't want to build on it anymore for now. But while building, I regularly had to jog back over into my storage room. Hello, donkey. And I noticed something that confused me. I actually have quite a bit of ancient debris in here. And even some finished netherite. Why did I put that there? Why didn't I just, you know, use that? My armor isn't actually netherite yet. I think past me must have had some reasoning, but I don't remember it, so why don't we build some cooler armor now? I mean, you don't see it anyway, but I'll feel it when the next creeper explodes next to me. So, let's plop this in here. And then I'd also like to do some science with it, Because I have feather falling on my boots, and I actually have no idea whether it makes a difference what material your armor is made of, whether I will take less falling damage with netherite boots than diamond. So let's try. Let's build up a little tower here and walk down it right now and see how much damage I take. Alright, this hurt me hard. Now, fancy booties! Does it tell me? In the when on feet effects, it does not mention the feather falling at all. Let's see if I still get hurt for a heart or if it's down to half a heart now. It made no difference. Well, this concludes our science part of the episode. Anyway, I guess I'll make my hat and pants fancy as well. Alright, there we go. I'm fancy now. Hold up, let me unhide my armor. Wow, such a handsome fella. I could have looked like this a long time ago. I don't know why I just hoarded all of my netherite. Maybe I had a great reason and I'll remember tomorrow and regret this, but well, what's done is done, and I think I look stunning. Anyway, we built a whole new addition to the factory again. I think that's some decent progress for an episode. I hope you've had a good time watching, and I hope you enjoy this new elevator and plans for the road. Although, I considered fully finishing this road for the end of the episode, but then I realized I'm not actually sure I love this shape yet, because, well, I do like how the shape looks, I guess, but first of all, I might have to change this depending on the other buildings that I put back there, but also we have all this empty space then, which I don't know what I would put into that, and it might look nicer if I make the road instead just come down there more directly. So I'll have to think on that some more. So this stays ugly for now. Ignore it and just look at the pretty part that's done. Look at it from only this angle. Alright, yeah, I hope you've had a good time, and I hope you'll tune in again next episode. Until then, have a great day. Bye-bye! Damn, I'm getting real good at timing my goodbyes with the sun actually going down. Quite appropriate. Anyway, see you next episode.